just for this video, I really wanted to do a ASMR in nature video this week. But since it's been raining where I am, I thought this would be a lot better. Stay dry, stay inside. So tonight, we're gonna look at some of my eyeshadow palettes. I'm very picky when it comes to eyeshadow. I've tried out so many different brands. And there's a few palettes that I just really, really enjoy working with. So I figured it'd be fun to look at them. I love makeup. I love everything about it. You can probably see my organizers here. So we can just jump right into it, I suppose. I'm excited. So my first one is this one right here. It's from Lovecraft Beauty. It's their eyeshadow palette. It's such a beautiful palette. I love the packaging. We've got a nice little moth in the center, very holographic, with a moon and a little cross. It's very simple, but I love it. Of course, maybe I'm partial because I love butterflies and moths. But it says the colors here are Orb, Haley, Juno, Waxing, Waning, and I think I'm gonna say this right, but don't judge me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hecate. Could be Hecate or Hecate. I don't have any idea. Alright. So this palette says possess the fundamental shades needed from the minimal to the dramatic with the basic rituals palette. Multi-purpose eyeshadows include highly pigmented neutrals plus layering options of metallics, soft satin mattes, and shimmer highlighting shades. These eyeshadow staples are must-haves to transform day-to-night looks or any makeup kit. It talks about visiting their website. So, I guess my nails are coming out. That's what happens when you have to wear fake nails because you can't wear them at work. Alright, so I'm going to try to do this without blinding you with the mirror. Wow, I feel like a professional makeup artist. So we've got, let me see if I can, okay. So we've got a few here. This is a sparkly navy blue color. It's one of my favorites. This is Orb. And then we've got a shimmery gold, which is Haley. We've got kind of a matte neutral brown color. That's Juno. We have a matte white, which actually is a lot more pigmented than I thought it would be, and I love this color. I know, it's crazy. I love the white. But this one is Waxing. Then we've got Waning here, which is a matte black. It's not as pigmented as I was hoping it would be. not as black, I should say. It's not as black as I was hoping it would be. And then this is a metallic, shimmery purple. This is the word I can't pronounce. Hecate, I think it is. But overall, this palette is so fun to work with, and I got it in an Ipsy bag, and sometimes I like to just tap on it because I'm a nerd like that. Alright. Another one of my favorite palettes is this one. This one is called, it's by Tarte. It is the Tartelette Toasted palette. Came out quite a few years ago now, but like I said previously, I am super, super picky about my eyeshadow palettes or my makeup in general, and I waited for years before deciding to try this palette because I am just so unsure of whether or not I'm gonna like something. But I decided to get it, and I do not regret it at all. I love this palette so much. It's such a warm palette. But it's got this nice metallic gold edging and a gold back. And then it says Tartelette on the front here. It's got the, the tortoise shell look to it. Let's see if I can open it up without blinding you again. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the inside. It is a beautiful palette. Let's see if I can cover this up somehow. Okay, I figured it out. There we go. Alright, so in this palette we've got some lighter shades, both matte and glitter metallic. We've got some browns and some reds in here, some golds, champagne-ish colors. It's dirty because I use it a lot. Actually, I use all my palettes quite a bit. I try to rotate through them all. But I'm getting eyeshadow all over me. So this is s'more. I believe this one is sunrise. This one here is sunset. And then we've got, oh, I can't even read it. It says crackle. Yeah. We've got fireside, and we've got latte and candle, cashmere. They're all good. This is warmth. Flame. Flame is a really pretty color. I'll show you that one. You see how golden that is? It's so metallic. I love that. And this one is crackle. It's like a chocolate color with gold in it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, that looks really cool. But, so this is is also very old. I need to get a new one because I think this one is pretty much expired. But it's got a very unique texture to it. So my next one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the Norvina. I don't know if you can hear the texture. It's very velvety, very soft, and also very dirty. So this on the inside, we cover up the mirror. On the inside it looks like this. You can tell which colors I use the most. I love all of these colors. I've used every single color in this palette, which doesn't happen very often. Especially when I use a palette every day. With all my palettes every day. So it comes with this brush. So in Beverly Hills brush. And we've got all of our shimmer shades up top. And then we've got all of our matte shades on the bottom, except for this one right here. This is Soul. It's kind of a, I think it's considered a matte, but it has some sparkle to it when you look at it really closely. I don't know if you can tell the purple shade. It's got kind of a sparkle to it. But I love this palette. It's beautiful. And these colors are so vibrant. Every single one of them. Like, we'll do a little swatch here. This is what it looks like. It's very, it almost matches my, I guess it's a little more purple than my sweater here. Don't know if you can see that very well. Do this celestial here. So it's even more purple than the other one. It's kind of magenta. lasted all day. No fallout. Very pigmented. And it's just fun colors to work with. It's called Foods. It's by Sanchez. You've got like a crystal ball here, and then she's got her hands. And this on either side, the pink and the green, flows into being her hair on the back. So when you flip it open, oh, I'm so sorry about that. The cover looks like this. And I accidentally let the brush fall out. I'm so sorry. That was loud. But the inside looks like this, and I've still got the cover on it. I don't know why. But we've got 4 matte shades on top, 4 glitter shades on the bottom, or in the middle, I should say. And then we've got like a champagne color, which I think is technically supposed to be like a bronzer, but I don't use it as a bronzer. And then this is a highlight, which is like a glittery, it's white with pink glitter on the inside. And I've used this green quite a few times. It's great. I love it. It's like an olivey green. I've used this as just a neutral shade. I use this all the time because I love yellow. I love working with yellow. It's such an uncommon color to see in eyeshadow. I think people get scared to use it. But it's all about how you work with it and what you do with it, and just enjoying yourself while you're playing with it. But it's very simple. There's not a whole lot to it, but it's just a very fun palette to work with. looks like it comes with 9 different colors. And they are all mixed together, you know, metallics and mattes and things. We've got a gold, a light pink, it's like a blush pink. We've got a reddish color. We've got, it's almost like a scarlet. We've got a champagne color. We've got a darker, it's almost like a plum when you apply it, like a metallic plum. We've got this bright electric metallic purple. And then we've got a flame red, which almost reminds me, when you look at it, it reminds me of the flame color from my Tarte Toasted palette, except this one applies differently than that one, so it ends up looking different in the long run, so I like this one a little bit more. But everything here is so pigmented, it applies so smoothly. I love everything about this palette. I love the color scheme. I like that there are neutrals more towards the center, and the outsides have the crazy fun colors to work with. And I thought when I first opened this palette that this was not going to work well for me, because like I said, I'm a cool tone, and this seems to be more of a yellowy red instead of a cool red. So I was afraid that it was going to make me look washed out, but it blended super nice and ended up working out really well for me. So it almost has like a terracotta color. And then we've got, let's see, let's do this one. This is the gold color. And then we can do let's do this flame one. Love it. Okay. So yeah, good job guys on that one. Good job Bailey. Bailey, my girl. I just smeared this all over my hand. Alright. I got one more palette to show you guys. Now that I have eyeshadow all over my hands, like I look like I've been digging in dirt, but it's fine, we've been having fun. This is the last palette. This is from BH Cosmetics. I got it from, I think, DJ Maxx, which the makeup there is kind of hit or miss sometimes. But I ended up loving this one. So this one is called Take Me Back to Brazil. And I know that BH Cosmetics has one, this is the Rio edition, but they have another one that is slightly Sale Rio Edition 35 color shadow palette. A richly glittering version of the original. These super saturated shades can be layered, blended, worn alone, and transformed with duochrome glitters for maximum sparkle. It has it in Spanish, and then actually I think that's French. Yeah, that's French. And then they've got the ingredient list down here. Some confetti at the bottom. It has a texture to it as well. If you can't tell, anything that glitters on the cover is textured. And then the metallic parts are smooth. Let's open her up. Alright. So the pans themselves are very small compared to the other palettes I have. But when you're working with glitter, you don't really need a whole lot. So it's almost like a rainbow. It is like a rainbow. We've got white down here with pink glitter in it. We've got a glitter black. And then we've got a white on this side with some, looks like blue glitter in it. So I'm assuming that if you wanted to mix the two, or mix a white with a shade, you would use white for the warmer side and this white for the cooler side. But I love these colors, everything in this palette. And anytime I need a glitter and I can't find it in one of my other palettes, I immediately come to this palette because 9 times out of 10 I have the shade that I'm thinking of in this palette. This one up here is one of my favorites. I don't know why, but purple is one of my least favorite colors, and I tend to go for purples when I'm doing my makeup. So it's not thick glitter. It's a thinner glitter, if that makes sense. It's more metallic than glittery. But there's that one. I've still got some underneath from the last palette. I've also got